Tord sighed softly, the crisp evening air stinging his skin through his sweater. Tonight was the night. He was going to do it. Make the voices be quiet for once and for all. He had been dealing with them ever since middle school, filling his head at every waking hour. Worthless, useless, crybaby, scaredy cat. You can't do anything right. All you do is bring everyone down. Ed has anxiety attacks because you can't be normal. Matt is tired of helping you. Tom will never love you. He's so cute and happy, yet you're ugly and depressed. All you do is cry. Die! Die, 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 you worthless being! Tord shook his head, fighting to take control of his thoughts. It didn't matter. He didn't matter. Soon it'd be all over, and he'd be free. Matt, Tom, Ed could live happy lives without Tord there to ruin it. Tom would be broken. He was Tord's very best friend, and to think of him sobbing over his death broke his heart. Though he'd probably be more sad over the fact that he took his own life rather than the death in general. Oh well, they'd move on. Tord wasn't someone to be mourned over. He just hoped that they didn't open the letter too early. Maybe they wouldn't even find it. He didn't exactly say something important like I love you. Finally, Tord approached the tall building. There. That would be more than enough to kill him. A small voice in the back of his head told him to go home, not to leave his friends like that. That voice suspiciously sounded like Tom, but it was quickly drowned out by the much louder voice. Kill yourself. You won't be missed. Taking a deep breath, Tord entered, and without even being seen, raced to the roof. It was a disgustingly beautiful view. Such a pretty thing to see before my end, he thought, with a chuckle, gripping the railing. The sky was painted a beautiful array of orange and pink. I'm sure people would die for a view like this. Die. He giggled at his own joke, moving over the rail. The tips of his feet stuck out over the small ledge. One jump would make his and everyone else's life so much better. Tord! Fuck. Did they seriously open it that quickly? Slowly turning his head, Tord saw none other than Tom. He was shaking, tears leaking from his sockets. His gut, seeing his normally happy friend so distraught. You weren't supposed to see this, he said calmly, turning around fully and holding on to the railing. Tord, please don't. I don't know why you're doing this, but please don't jump. Tom choked out, gripping his pastel blue sweater with a death grip. Tord chuckled, genuinely chuckled. Why shouldn't I? What, so much to live for? He smiled sadly at the shorter male. I'm sorry, Tom, but I don't. I have nothing to show but my scars and tears. I have done nothing right in my whole life. And now? Tord let go of the railing to hold his arms out beside him, a wild smile on his face. Now I'm going to do at least one thing right. I love you, Tom. With that, Tord leaned back, allowing gravity to do its work. No! Tom sprinted, managing to grab his wrist. Just barely. Tord looked up at him in shock, tears escaping silver eyes. You're wrong. You have plenty to live for. You do plenty right. You have me. You make me happy. I can't live without you, Tord. Don't leave me. I love you. Tom wailed brokenly, praying that he had enough strength. Tord looked down for a moment, before looking back up at Tom. Terror in his eyes, but a warm, comforting smile on his lips. I'm sorry, Thomas. Tord's wrist slipped from Tom's grip.